Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to my GTA news series. Today I'm going to be covering the latest news for the upcoming After Hours DLC. And this information came from a radio interview on the Pete Tong's BBC show, where Pete Tong interviewed a DJ called Dixon, who is one of the 4 announced DJs that are being added to Grand Theft Auto Online in the After Hours DLC. So in this radio interview, he not only shares a preview mix with some of his music that's actually going to be added into the game with the next update, but he also shares a few new details on the game and where we can actually expect to hear this new music. So I'm not going to be able to actually play you guys the music within this video due to copyright reasons on YouTube, but I will have a link to the full preview mix if you guys do want to head over there and listen. So just to go over the major questions asked in the interview, Pete Tong starts out and asks how they actually came up with the idea of a new GTA game, and said was it that they came to a show and got the idea for that. And Dixon confirmed this is exactly what happened. Rockstar actually went to see a few of their shows in Ibiza, and then they came up with the idea to include a nightclub in the game. The next question Pete Tong asked is how they were involved, and because it was more than just making music for the game, and he said that in the clubs it started out with a short conversation, and then later on Rockstar actually invited them to become more of a part of the game and actually physically be in the game rather than just using their music. And we got to see that in the After Hours DLC trailer. All 4 of the DJs announced were actually featured in this trailer, and they look very lifelike. And it also looks like they'll be an integral part of the missions surrounding the nightclub business. In the next question, he was asked, did you get to pick your own clothes? Have they dressed you cool? Dixon confirmed yes, he got to choose his own clothes. They actually even have my rings, my necklaces. We picked out our own clothes. It's pretty easy for them now with the performance capture they're doing, and while they film us, they also film our face, and that's exactly what we can do easily. But clothes, that's still a big thing to like how they form when you run. So I'm assuming that's how they move in cutscenes with their clothes moving on their body. But as we saw from the trailer, the depictions of these DJs are actually so accurate, you know, I think they're very well done. The last main question that was asked about Grand Theft Auto was where they actually find the music and where they find the nightclubs within the game. Dixon said, we're getting the mix for me, there's one mix for the car, and there is also another mix for in the club. So as you guys can see, it sounds like there's going to be a new electronic radio station that we can actually listen to in cars, as well as listen to this music when you're in the club. So there's going to be 2 different mixes for this. He said, for me, I had to find a balance between music that you would actually want to listen to when you drive a car, and music that you'd want to listen to in a club, which is obviously not exactly the same. I decided actually to focus more on the car because I think you spend more time in the car than in the club actually. I don't want to put a mix that is like all new breathtaking new stuff or one specific style. I tried to find a balance of putting some classics in without sounding too cheesy. Now it's interesting that he said that you spend more time in the car than you do actually in the club, leading me to believe this is going to be even more of a passive business or a passive income stream, so we're going to be out of the club doing all sorts of errands and missions, maybe having to collect these DJs and taking them to shows, things like that. So that was all of the main questions that were asked in the interview that covered Grand Theft Auto. As I mentioned, the full interview will be linked in the description of this video. If you guys want to head over there, you can listen to the preview mix of some of the music that's going to be added into the game. You need to skip to around 1 hour 30 seconds in the radio show if you want to skip straight to that section. But yeah, the songs are all very electronic vibes, they're very GTA-esque, quite deep house music if you're into that kind of stuff. If you guys are excited for this DLC and want to support my news series, please take a second to leave the video a like and subscribe if you are new around here, and I'll keep you guys up to date with all of the latest information. Have a great day guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Flipping cars, I did the scene. Flipping high shit with the team. You know me, got the antidote. I spit it sick up in Los Santos. Dodging missiles, dodging bullets. Coming at me now, tell me to pull it. I'm a G, DOA, silent chorus.